How to spot a fake black leather Gucci wallet. Hey everybody, I'm Massimo and welcome back to the only channel on YouTube that covers in-depth videos of cars and streetwear, and today we're going over how to spot a fake black leather Gucci wallet. I know you guys are out there on the trenches looking for your good deal on a leather Gucci wallet, and you're just looking at these listings on eBay or wherever and you're like, oh, how do you know if these things are real or not? Well, I got you guys. So before we begin, be sure to like and share on that for that YouTube algorithm, as well as subscribe. Any support would just be awesome. Now let's get right into this review. Alright, the first thing you can do, you actually can see whether or not the wallet is real or not based on just the dust bag. Alright, so my wallet didn't come with a dust bag, but there's usually two types of Gucci dust bags right now. There's like the older style, which is the white one, and there's a newer style, which is like the nice kind of like classic looking taupe one. So here is the classic looking one right here, real versus fake. And the thing you're looking out for is mostly just the font quality. You know, you're making sure that the Gucci logo is lined up, the letters are properly spaced and all that, and the thickness. So the one that gives the fake one away here is the thickness. You can see the Gucci logos on the inner are just a little bit thick, and they're spaced out just a little bit too far apart. And here is the second style of Gucci dust bags out there. This is like the older style, I believe now. Once again, you're looking for the same thing, and once again, what gives this one away is the kind of like the exact opposite. The logo is a little bit too thick and the borders are a little bit too thick. Alright, getting into the wallet, the first thing you can do to check if it's real or not is actually give it a pretty good whiff. And this one's a little bit harder because you may not have a real wallet actually on hand or something, but if you've just been in the space long enough, you kind of get a tell of how these wallets should smell in their factory. So go ahead, get a nice whiff, and make sure it's got that nice premium Gucci leather smell. Kind of smells like a brand new car if I had to describe it. But if you're getting a whiff of that wallet and you realize, ooh, the leather smells a little bit off here, you know, what is this thing? It could mean that it was made in a different factory than where it was originally from. Kind of a red flag if it's fake or not. Alrighty, the next thing I like to check is the stitching. The stitching is really a good giveaway on real versus fake. So basically, real Gucci wallets, if you don't know, have really premium stitching. I mean, it completely lines up, really nice and straight, all tucked in. Really nice, thick stitching with a lot of stitches too. And the edges are all pretty sharp. So as you can see, boom, bang. Here's an example of a real versus fake one. As you can see, the stitches on the fake one look to be a little bit longer and a little bit too thin, and also not as like sharp or edged as the real ones. So that's a really good way to tell. Alright, and the next good way to tell is the logo. So this black leather Gucci wallet has a logo right there, and it's the other one on the outside, and you're going to be checking for the same things. You know, you want to pause this video if you want to, if you have this specific Gucci wallet. But yeah, the things you're checking out here is once again the thickness, the spacing of the lettering, and also the placement of the logo. All Gucci logos are going to be pretty much placed the same and exactly the same. So the distancing between the bottom and the side edges are going to be the same. So if you see that logo be a little bit too far right or a little bit too far up, huge red flag. And once again, this leathering. So if you see the logos are just too thick or maybe too thin, too spaced out, big red flag. So here it is once again. I don't have any photos of real versus fake, so go ahead and pause the video. The next thing is the engraving. So these Gucci wallets will tend to have an engraving right there on the inside, and you're gonna be checking the same thing. Really what gives these ones away is just the quality of the engraving. You know, Gucci has really nice engravings on their logos. It's going to be really well defined and have great quality. On a fake one, not so much. So here's a good example right here. So here's the real one on the top where it has really nice defined engravings, really well stamped on, and the fake one, ooh, it's just too thick and the spacing is just all over the place. This one's a really bad fake. Some of them are a little harder, so you're gonna have to look deeper into detail. Sometimes the placement will give it away. You know, the Gucci logo will be placed too far up, too far to the side, that kind of thing. They generally will be placed pretty similar, if not pretty much the same on every Gucci wallet. And yeah, that's really about it for really telling. You know, you can just go over, you know, quality details as well. You know, the leather feels really nice, not too stiff, not too soft. The foldability too. This is how a Gucci wallet should kind of bend, kind of hard. If you're like folding it and it's really soft and it just crinkles up, or it's too hard and it's like really hard to bend, it's a good red flag. These ones have some give, you know, I'm bending it right now, it's got a little bit of give. That's a pretty good way, and that's I think all there is to it. You know, the next piece of advice I can give you is just from my personal experience is try to read the seller. You know, ask some questions. Why are you selling the Gucci wallet? Where'd you get the Gucci wallet? You know, try to build a story with it. And if you start to see any inconsistencies with the story, it's a good sign that they might be lying to you. Try to ask for proof of purchases, like for receipts and everything. Like, hey, if you get it at a Gucci store, where's the receipt? Or where's the box for the Gucci wallet? You know, why'd you throw away the box and all this other stuff? You know, try to get a read on them is what I like to do. And other than that, I think you're equipped with all the things you need to spot a fake leather Gucci wallet. So what'd you guys think about it? Comment down below your opinions, like and share for that YouTube algorithm. And last but certainly not least, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.